Well, September is officially Black-Owned Restaurant Month in New York City. And with so many Black-owned restaurants, many of which happen to be right here in Brooklyn, our fair borough is sure to benefit from this month-long event.
Joining us now to tell us more is Janice Jamila, founder and editor-in-chief of the I Don't Do Clubs blog and the spark behind Black-Owned Restaurant Month. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Along with James Freeman, co-owner of Sweet Science in Williamsburg, one of the participating eateries. And thank you so much for joining us, James.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for bringing friends.
We have a lot of friends here, man.
Oh, this looks absolutely delicious and amazing. Okay.
Decadence. That's what we're doing right now.
All right.
So
all right.
I feel silly asking you what inspired this initiative, looking and smelling all this food, but what inspired this initiative?
Okay, I'm originally from Stone Mountain, Georgia, where everything is basically black. I was raised to always support black businesses. So when I moved to New York about 8 years ago, I was always looking for black-owned black doctors or black restaurants. And then as my blog evolved, I decided to feature black-owned restaurants to bring money back into the community.
Okay. I know like a few minutes ago before we started, Aaron, who lives blocks away from Sweet Science, said, I didn't know that was black-owned. So how do you find out? You just call up and say, hi, is the boss there, and try to see if they're black?
I ask social media for suggestions, and then I do some research. I go on LinkedIn, or I just Google a lot. And most of the time, there are articles already out there featuring the owners of the restaurants to confirm they're actually black.
Okay. So at this point, how many black-owned restaurants are participating in Black-Owned Restaurant Month?
We have 14 fabulous black-owned restaurants participating this time.
Okay.
All right, so to the owner of a black-owned restaurant,
Yes, sir.
why is this important? Why and how is this driving business to Sweet Science's door?
Well, you know, I mean, that's a loaded question. You know what I mean? It's
Unload.
Loaded
okay.
potato, loaded
So dig,
potatoes.
right now, it's like it's kind of a thing where it's highlighting me and it's getting me known amongst my peers. You know, and it's very important because it becomes almost inspirational, where there's other things that we can do, besides from like the norm, or like, yeah, I would love to be a rapper, but I'm a restaurateur, and basically being able to tell my story and saying and just letting people know how I had to evolve and recreate myself is very good, man. And man, I'm just really, really appreciative for all the love that I'm receiving now.
Yeah.
By what Janice is doing, from I don't do clubs, hashtag I don't do clubs, hashtag I love you, hashtag thank you, hashtag thank you again. I can talk a lot, but it gives us an opportunity to compete,
right?
And that's really what I want to do, is I want to compete. I don't want somebody to say, this is your lane,
right?
Because we're all on the same highway. I just want to jump on the HOV lane.
We want you to compete, but we also want you to thrive. So that being said, I found out about your blog a few years ago, and I was like, okay, this is absolutely amazing, because anytime I come to somebody's town, I'm like, hey, what's going on? They said, well, I don't do clubs. And it's sort of a saying that
they say
sort
it
of
like that, though.
I don't do clubs. And I'm like, well, what's going on?
Yes, that's how I mean it. That's what I've said for years,
Okay.
so that's why I decided to come
So
up with the
tell us
idea.
about the blog.
Okay, it started 4 years ago when I moved to New York. I didn't know anybody. And I came from Georgia, where I was pretty well known. I was always homecoming queen or SGA president, so I was always really involved. So I moved to New York. I was like, where do I go? And I was only getting like club announcements on Facebook, which I'm just like, no. I didn't like it in college. I don't like it now, and I'm in a brand new city. I want something different to do. So over the years, I started getting invited to brunches and mixers, and my professional job is a digital production manager. So I decided, hey, I can combine the two and make a blog out of it.
So what are some of the guidelines behind an event that you would support?
Can't be a club, number one. Nothing too risque. We have mixers, we have brunches, fashion shows, job conferences. So anything that will bring young professionals together can make the blog.
Okay. And a lot of people would say, well, that does, that niche sort of marketing, there might not be a large sort of market there, but
that's not true at all. I think we're just forgotten about, but there's definitely a large market.
Okay. So what do you say to those people? Like, how much of a market is there?
I would say check my statics, because I Don't Do Clubs is doing very well, and it's just me out here by myself.
I know you are in the midst of starting a second website as well, or another blog. What's that one going to be about?
I'm not starting another blog.
Well, I've heard.
Now, all of this looks absolutely
something to put in my mouth.
Please tell us what we are looking at here. And Brian, what are you interested in trying?
Well, when I take my foot out of my mouth,
All right.
I'll have some salad over here.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Let's start with the salad. That's the artichoke salad. First of all, my head chef, his name is Senor Milton,
I'm
dynamite,
just gonna
on
jump in and
fire.
try some stuff
So that's the artichoke salad that we do. Over there we have the Joe Louis burger, which has sauteed onions, grilled pineapple, bacon, cheddar cheese cooked perfectly to your temperature status that you like. Then we have the BLT. Now the thing is with a BLT, right? People they give you a BLT and they just throw like 1 or 2 slices of bacon. Look at that. If you can kind of get in there and see that bacon love that you get right there, that's love, right? And then we have over here shrimp and grits.
Delicious.
Now, thank you. Right on, right on. Now the shrimp and grits is, that's just a classic.
Right.
Because at Sweet Science at 135 Graham Avenue in Johnson, what we do is we do American comfort food, but with a twist. And then with that twist, classic dishes are classic dishes. So shrimp and grits sauteed with cherry tomatoes, white wine. You get all of that in there. Some might say the grits are polenta, if you will. Yes.
Not in Stone Mountain.
Right? And then we have the Cajun catfish, which is another classic dish we do with sweet potatoes, sauteed collard greens, and the Cajun catfish. Now look, my folks, they give me a little bit of, they razzle me a little bit. The
About
collard
what?
greens that we do, basically they're
Sauteed,
clean,
yeah.
they're sauteed with garlic.
No pig feet in there.
No, player.
Okay,
No.
I can see they're glistening. They don't have that
That's right.
ham hock.
But I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, right?
Okay.
And over here, we have baby back ribs, right? Now the twist that we do with the baby back ribs is that it's tamburino barbecue sauce.
Right. Okay.
Now tamburino, are you guys familiar with tamburino?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So
drink.
basically you get that barbecue flavor, and that tamburino. Tamburino is like nature's sweet and sour candy for that's all natural. So you'll get that barbecue flavor, and then you'll get that little twang by your jaws. Right there, it's like ooh wee, right? So that's what we have, and we do a lot of other good stuff
this
there.
is so absolutely delicious.
Black-owned
Restaurant Month.
The food is great, but you really have to work on your enthusiasm. To
Oh,
get
really?
people
Okay, all
into
right,
the
all right.
restaurant.
I'll amp it up. I'll turn up, as we say, a little bit more.
Okay, we gotta go, and then we are totally gonna smash this food.
Yes, in the show.